Hello students, good morning. Dear students, this is the lecture number 6 and the last topic of the chapter number 4, that is reproductive health. So students, in previous lecture we were discuss about the infertility, causes of infertility, and some types of treatments related with the infertility or to tackle with the infertility. And we will learn the two methods by drug therapy treatment, and the second one is the surgical method. Students, in surgical method there are most recently launched techniques are reveals nowadays to tackle up with this problem. It means to tackle with the infertility problems in couples. What are these? These are the students IVF. I was also introduced you all of you about these modern techniques. Now here we are going to detail study about these techniques. So let's begin with the IVF, in vitro fertilization. As I was explained, in vitro means in glass tube or in glass, in test tube or in glass tube. So here the fertilization process takes place outside the body of the female. It means inside a glass that may be tube or in the form of petri dish. What is that? Petri dish. Is that clear? Now, what is in vitro fertilization? In infertile couples, due to blocked or absent fallopian tubes, as we discussed about the congenital anomalies, this is the absence of the fallopian tube or blockage of the fallopian tube is related with the congenital anomalies, birth defect. So here, if the fallopian tube is blocked or absent in female body, or the male in couple suffer from oligospermia, it means low sperm count, then IVF offers the rejoicing a chance of parenthood to couple. Is that clear, student? In case of the blockage or absence of fallopian tube, the male partner suffer from oligospermia, IVF gives result 80 to 95% of success, full result or response with the help of this technique. Now, going to discuss about the procedure of this technique. It is very complex technique, and as we know that this is the surgical method, here the surgery is also accompanied under the supervision of expert reproductive endocrinologist and gynec obstetrics. So here in this procedure, the eggs are surgically removed from the ovary of the female partner and mixed with the sperm outside in a petri dish. This content, it means the artificially mix up of the egg and sperm is left over up to 40 hours. After that, the eggs are examined to see if they have become fertilized or not. If they have become fertilized by the sperm, now the cells starts dividing. It means they just repeated the process of blastula, after morula, and finally the gastrulation process is in between both these. So students, if they become fertilized by the sperm, then cells are start dividing to forms embryo. This dividing zygote is called now embryo. So the fertilized egg, it means embryo, are then placed into the woman's uterus. Thus, in this method, the role of the fallopian tube is not configured. Thus, by passing the fallopian tube, the couple have about 90 to 95% chances to obtain their own individual with the help of IVF, in vitro fertilization. Now students, the second modern technique is just similar to the IVF, but somewhat different. What is the difference? Just going to observe this technique. This is ICSI, intracytoplasmic sperm injection. This is a technique in which a single egg is directly injected into a single sperm, not egg, a single sperm. A single sperm is directly injected into an egg with the help of a insemination syringe or needle. Then the fertilized egg is then placed into the woman's uterus as done in IVF. Thus, this artificial technique is called intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Now the next one is the student GIF, zygote intrafallopian transfer. In this technique, the eggs are usually removed as done in IVF from the woman's ovary. After fertilization outside the body, then placed in one of the fallopian tube rather than the uterus. That's why here the term fallopian is given, where the zygote is to be transferred after fertilization process. As in IVF, the zygote is transferred into the fallopian tube. Is that clear? This is done when the miscarriage is repeatedly continuously done or take place one after one due to the improper development of the uterine membrane or endometrium membrane of the uterus. Then this method is applied. Now the next one is the student gift. This is also called gamete intrafallopian transfer. Here the zygote is transferred, but here the gamete is transferred. There is some differences. Here the fertilization takes place outside, but in this case the process of fertilization takes place inside. Then what kind of procedure is applied in this technique? Usually eggs are removed from the woman's ovary, now placed in fallopian tube along with man's sperm. This technique is used when the ejaculation process is not properly done or the male partner suffers from low sperm count. Then in this fertilization, this takes place inside the woman's body. Is that clear? The only difference between GIFT and GIFT is that in this technique the zygote is transferred into the fallopian tube, but here the gamete cells, it means male gamete and female gamete, both are artificially sited inside the fallopian tubes to perform the process of fertilization or fusion of gamete, which is called fertilization. Is that clear? The GIFT takes place in petri dish or in glass or in test tube, whereas outside the body, but the GIFT it take place inside the woman's uterus. Now students, the another method is donor or artificial insemination. This process involves the woman being artificially inseminated with the donor sperm or her husband's sperm. These are introduced either by the vagina or directly into the uterus during the fertile period. Hence, this method is also called IUI. It means intrauterine insemination. Besides them, students, the other methods are also practices, but the chances of positive result is very low, such as frozen embryo transfer, fed assisted hatching, and acupuncture techniques are also introduced recently, and also they are in trials. So these techniques are not fully advanced, but these modern techniques to give a chance of parenthood to the couple is more effective, and the results up to 95%. Thus, students, the chapter about reproductive health is completed. Now we will meet in next video lecture with the next unit, principles of heredity. It means the unit genetics will be started from next video lectures. Thanks students for joining this lecture. If any kind of doubt or query on any topic related to this whole unit, then you can just comment. I will give the answer of your problems. Thanks students for joining this